Alright, hello there. I'm John from Nickton Gaming, and I had a very good question in my comments the other day that asked, hey, Nickton Gaming, how do you know how to use the code that you use? What do you do? And I totally get that. When I first started, I would work on Udemy. I would go to Unity Learn, or learn.unity. I believe it's learn.unity.com. But I really did not know where to go, and even to this day, I have big conundrums. For example, in this is a script for a course that I'm actually working on where we're going to build a rock, paper, scissors game and go from the very basics of code, like this is what an int is, all the way to advanced use of Firebase with Google Play authentication and using Firestore to send and retrieve data and have a multiplayer or global functionality to it. And I had this issue because the Firebase uses these dictionaries of string objects, and I wanted to get this array of game choice types, which is an enumeration that I created for this, and I just couldn't get it. And I ended up coming up with this solution where I convert the dictionary values to a list object, and then I convert that to an array of objects, and then I convert the object to a long, and then I convert the long to the game choice type enumeration, which as we see is either empty, rock, paper, or scissors, the different choices you can make for rock, paper, and scissors. But this whole process took me about an hour or so of just typing in code, testing it out, catching errors using a try-catch loop. So a really big thing for learning is experiment, experiment, experiment. Make mistakes. That's okay, as long as you learn from your mistakes. Now, of course, I did go to Google. One of the most important tools that you have is Google, where you can go to things. We also have the documentations. So we have the Unity docs, and you can get to these docs by pretty much Googling any of your issues. So if I wanted to learn more about the Unity dictionary, if I said Unity dictionary, and I just type that up, the first, and I find it weird that it's the only one. Okay, there we go, there's the other stuff. You know, it takes me to Unity Learn instead of the actual doc, so it looks like this is a whole class that they have, a 5-minute class teaching you about lists and dictionaries. So that's what I do. When I have an issue, the first thing I'll do is I'll Google. LearnUnity.com is good. The Unity docs is good. Stack Overflow is mediocre. It has lots of very hostile people, various Facebook groups, and I just ask around to try my best to solve my problem. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is experiment, experiment, experiment. Because even with this, if I have it listed out saying this is how you do it, you will never 100% know for sure until you toss it into your Unity. Because every Unity editor will be different. So I'm using the Unity editor 2021, but there was a big change between 2018 and 2019. And you cannot look at just C#, you need to look at Unity C#, because C# is at version 11, I believe, as of this video, and Unity C# is using version 4. And Unity C# and C# are just night and day different. So I hope that this has kind of helped explain my thought process and how I go about figuring out how to code. Because that's the thing. I am not omnipotent. As much as I wish I was, I do not know everything. I know fairly little, especially with things constantly changing. So what you do is you just experiment, search the guides, ask for help, send messages in Facebook groups, and whatever you do, please do not pay other people. You can do things like asking ChatGPT, but those answers are highly unreliable. But here's the second ending of our little video, so thank you for watching. I really hope that this helps you. If you have questions on anything, send me a message in the comments, and when I have time, if I can answer, I will do my best to answer. Hopefully someone else will answer. But happy coding and have a great time.